I just wrote a story about life. It has nothing to do with me, but I just wanted to get more creative with my storytelling and the way I can present it to you guys. Um, but this is a story about what some people may be a situation that happened to them in their life or occurred, or either they triumph over it or they let it bring them down. So may it be encouragement. Um, May it uplift you. Maybe you could pass along to a friend that may be going through this situation, to help them get through what they may need to get through. This story is called What Will Happen When You Do? The story starts and will finish with a question. What will happen when you do is the question. If you did not know whether the woman or your children truly loved and appreciated you. Okay, let us paint the picture of a God trying to take ownership over his responsibilities in life. Let us take a woman with scars from the past that has a troubled heart, and her decision making is not the best at this moment. Picture yourself in both their shoes. What would you do if you were the man that absolutely loved the queen you thought you had? And you are questioning her loyalty and that the children are sincerely yours. Okay, put yourself in the woman's shoes when the man she loves may not be the father of her children. The man she loves is not in this store. He sneaks in and out just to please her. So the story leads with temptation, deception, and confusion. And this man has put his time, patience, love, and dedication to this woman and the children. The woman has taken all these attributes for granted and has took her advantage of having options in her mind as a plus. And she gets to choose who will be number one in her mind. Sometimes the season dictates whether she feels a certain way. Years have passed and the man questioned himself, did I make a mistake? And the woman questioned herself, did I pick the right one to be the father of these children? So the dialogues go back and forth in their minds for years until one day the woman asked the man, do you think that you're number one in my life? The man answered and said, of course, why wouldn't I be, right? And she said, well, I had feelings for another man and I think that we ought to go our separate ways. I had been on and off with this other man for about 5 to 6 years and he truly makes me happy. So the man said, whoa, that's crazy. So you tell me you have been in a relationship for that long and our children are 5 and 3 years old? She asked and said, yup. And you know the rest, right? So the man said, so you can stand here and tell me in my face that these children may or may not be mine. The man was holding back his frustration and anger, and he wanted to put his hands on her, but he was holding firm. The woman did not have a single regret in her mind. The only regret she had was he was not the other man. The story continues with the man pacing back and forth in the house, wondering what if these children are not his, and what will happen to the relationship that he has built for years in the time that they had together. That is a hard decision that the man will have to make. He is the only father that the children know, and now that question is up in the air. So he decided to get a DNA test to find out for himself, and the minutes felt like eternity. But the results were both positive, and the kids were his. He started to cry and thank God for the results. The woman came home, and the man told her that the children were his children, whether or not the results dictated that. So eventually they separated, and the man continued to be a great father to his two children. The woman over the years built up some regret and disappointment in herself for the way she treated this good man. The man had trouble trying to restart his life, and he thought the time that he wasted with this woman that did not appreciate him was embarrassing. But the man had a friend that would talk to him from time to time, and the friend said it was not a waste of time. You built a foundation and a bond with your children, even though the woman was not the one for you. You now know what to look for in a woman in the future. So it's not starting over, it's just picking up the pieces of the puzzle and placing them where they need to be. We cannot undo the past, that is a part of us, but it does not have to be the burden that holds us down in the future. The friend told the man that everything will be okay. God has blessed you with children that love you for being you. Your legacy of being a father will forever be in their heart. Your mark on this world, you are still writing, so you still need to continue to strive. Remember that. No matter what you go through in your life, it is not the end. Continue to strive, get back up, and continue to leave your mark.